foremost, thank you all for being a part of this prodigious organization. It is an absolute honor to see so many of you out tonight. Rhyme and Chat started 20 years ago when I wanted to just bring people together to just talk about poetry. The name Rhyme and Chat encapsulates the entity of what we embody. The rhyme correlates for the rhythmic sharing of words, but of course not all poetry has to rhyme. And the chat stands for when we would allow the poet to articulate their metaphors and their meanings. So after a person would perform, you might say, why did you say she was the effervescent sun that eclipsed your sunshine? And that just might be the name of the title. And you could ask the poet questions. The chat also represented Chattanooga, the first place where Rhyme and Chat was born. A lot of people don't know, but there are 4 words that are copywritten all by us in Rhyme and Chat. One of them is the name Rhyme and Chat. The second is the word chatteracker. The third is, and you'll see some of our old school poets that have the words Rhyme and Chat or Poetic Out written on, and you'll see underneath it, right on, like right on, but right on. Oh! And then there is the 4th term called Poetic Out. This is what we would say when a poem is about to be shared, because poetry starts from within in your soul. So then we say poetic out is to give recognition that the poet is going to share from their internal awesomeness to their external beauty. There are 3 people who I really want to thank, because without them, Rhyme and Chat would not be possible. It was phenomenal because 20 years ago, we had our first Rhyme and Chat session, and there were only 4 people who showed up to share poetry with me. Yeah. And one of them got lost. I said, come on and sit down with us. That made the 4th one. So to see this room packed with so many beautiful faces, we got some black walnut, we got some mocha, we got some espresso, we got some vanilla sprinkles in the house. We got some cream with our coffee. Let me first thank Lady T. Where, Lady T, get out here. Lady T. Lady T. The woman, the legend, Lady T, whether we would be at the Jazz Junction, or you remember Jazz Junction? Yeah. When we used to be at Melodies / whatever the name was, or the rolling, then we moved to, what's the catfish place?
We were at Spiritual Spot.
Spiritual Spot. Then what's the place on Main Street?
We were under the bridge.
Under the bridge, Lady T was always there carrying chatterackers. She would bring both of her kids. She would load up her car. She would take off work. She was always a supporter. She was never the kind of person that says, look at me. Yeah. But if you ever turned around, she was there. Thank you, Tony. When Rhyme and Chat transitioned from doing performance poetry, remember the slam competition? The slam competition, we ended up doing, there was a team called Knoxville Slam that had heard about Rhyme and Chat. And we were not slam poets. Slams were you insult each other. We were a positive poetry group. So they ended up challenging us to a poetry slam contest in Knoxville. They had 5 rounds. And round 1 was Marsha, and Marsha won round 1. Then we had round 2. I was in round 2, and I won round 2. And the next 3 rounds, they kicked our butt. But we had beat it for the whole team. And when we started doing the shows, we would bounce around from different hosts. And we would have some hosts, then some hostess. We had one show, we had 2 hosts. That was the show for you old schoolers. Who remembers the show that's called Ooh?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
That was the show we had 2 hosts. But we've never had a host that was as prolific, as phenomenal, and as effervescent as Rachel Stevens. Natural thoughts. And the last person I want to thank, Rhyme and Chat Although it started as an idea that may have been spawned 20 years ago from just a knucklehead like me that just wanted to be around some people that love to read and share poetry, Rhyme and Chat would not have expanded to the diversity and to explore all of the diaspora that we have today had it not for this woman. When I decided to step down as president, I said to Marsha, I can't keep doing it anymore. And she said, well, Vincent, you have to, because where we gonna go? And I said, Marsha, I can't do it. And I said, Marsha, we need a new leader. We need a new president. And I think it should be you. Her name, Poetic Diva, I gave you that one, right? That's also. I want the credit I didn't deserve.
Yeah, you did. You did that.
When she did her first poem, I had never heard a person put musical accolades to the level that she did. Now, back in the late 80s, 90s, I got into the Black poet movement. And there were poets that were risque, but I liked them because they were able to articulate and use fluidity and music in their poetry, but they were kind of raunchy. And I could enjoy that with my folks, could enjoy that with my daughter. So when I heard Marsha put such elocution and musical interludes to words that just captivated your soul to a level of unheard of prejudice. I said, you are a poetic diva. And if you go outside and see the real shiny black car with the silver chrome Poetic Diva, that's hers. When she stepped in as president, she took Rhyme and Chat to a whole new level. We started selling out venues. We got a social media following. And if that's the buzzer, I'm the president, so I'm the founder, so I ain't gonna get out there. Know that an idea doesn't belong to you. When you share something special, it becomes part of so many other people. When I'm seeing some of you walk in with Rhyme and Chat shirts on and Chatterrackers, I'm thinking, who are you? I don't know you. But I'm realizing that Rhyme and Chat has grown so much. And to see so many people come in just to share some poetry. No foolishness, nobody having to cuss at anybody out. Just beautiful people, be proud of where you are. This is what you should be doing. So on behalf of Rhyme and Chat, all of our many members, all of our past members, please partake of take a look at any of our paraphernalia and our memorabilia. It is so hard for anything artistic to last for 20 consecutive years, and we're doing it, you all. So let's keep it going, and thank you all. Have a great show.
Okay, wait, before you leave, here's a token of appreciation for just thinking enough about spoken word to share it. We really appreciate that, because if it wasn't for just your insight and intuition and ability to look past what was going on back in 1999, was it when we started? We wouldn't be right here today. So we do not take it for granted that you thought enough of us to share your vision. And so for that, we appreciate it. So thank you.
And one last thing, how is it possible that everybody here, that we look sexier now than we did 20 years ago?